Welcome, Taurus. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is a romantic relationship or love reading for August 2024. Keep in mind it is collective, so it may or may not resonate. Always check out your other placements regardless. And always remember to hit that like button if it resonates, or even if you like the content. I appreciate it. It does help. And I'm using the Somnia Tarot today, the original deck. They also have an illustrated version. This is the one that has photographs. Just a second. This deck changed my readings completely. There was something about this deck where I always felt like I did good readings, but this just really I was able to tap into my more intuitive readings, so it's really kind of nice deck. It's got very good vibes for me. What do our Taurus need to know? We'll take a look. I don't know if I said this. Current situation, influences around it. I pulled quite a few cards. So, current situation for Taurus, August 2024, love. Ace of Swords. Past influence. Ten of Swords. Present influence. I like that it goes from Ten of Swords to the Ace of Swords, because the ending does start a beginning. The negative, you got Eight of Swords in the present influence. Moon. It's weird because I feel like the Ace of Swords is clarity and the moon is saying things aren't clear. Positive. We'll get there. Wheel. That's good. What you don't see. Hangman. What to look for. Magician, unexpected energy. Five of Swords, challenge. Four of Pentacles, future influence. World, outcome. Seven of Cups, and where does this lead? Eight of Cups, Temperance, Two of Cups. Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this could be someone. It could be you. It could be someone else, the other person. Either way, it's about stability. So, and it doesn't have to be gender specific, so take this as it resonates. But I feel like there's a feeling of like really wanting stability in your life. But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like there is a point where you've been very stable, and if you're looking for love, it's been really hard. The Ten of Swords in the past, there was something in the past. Okay, so keep in mind, past influence could be many, many years ago. It could be yesterday. But it is an ending. I feel like that ending really was hard. And in a lot of ways. And I feel like for most of you, this was a long time ago. Long time ago is relative to you and your age. But I feel like it was an ending that kind of made you hesitate in moving forward in anything. It's kind of like that, you know what, is it all worth it or not? Sorry, I hit that. The Ace of Swords is in your current situation. I feel like this is more of an energy. You're in the now where you want to, it feels like almost being free, but being free of this other situation. It's like, okay, I think I'm finally over it. And the Eight of Pentacles, though, is still holding you back. So this influences, though, even though you feel like you should be able to move forward and you should be able to grab onto something new, the Eight, there is something that is keeping you from moving forward, whether it's in your own mind or it's something real. Let's take a couple cards on that. Eight of Swords. What is this Eight of Swords? Well, first I'm going to pull an advice because I forget to do that. Okay, what is the Eight of Swords in the present influence? King of Wands, Six of Wands, Ace of Coins. Ah, ah. This feels kind of work related. Like you were really excited about something, something that you really felt like you were being recognized for. And for some reason, that energy is keeping you stuck and moving forward in love. So if you're going for, focusing on work, basically, it feels kind of that. But I feel like, too, there's something here about you recognizing that there could be a new beginning. And I still feel like the reason why you're stuck is there's still that hesitation about being completely free to move forward. Because there feels like there's something really good in the present, that you have something that could be really nice as far as relationships go. But there's something definitely holding you back. And with the moon being in the negative, it's reminding me that there is something that you may not be seeing as clearly as you should. So if there is a situation where you have maybe a relationship developing or something, or maybe someone that you are kind of have your eye out for, but you feel like that won't work, there's something in that won't work, you need to take a different look at it, because the moon tells us that we're casting shadows, and it's always a time where we need to find an answer, because the situation may seem one way, may seem like it's this way or that way, but the moon is not giving you clear sight. And but you can't assume that the way you're seeing it is true. That's what the moon is saying, because the moon is not casting a clear shadow. It's hazy, it's fuzzy, it's partially true. It's not the whole truth. And I think that could be absolutely getting in your way. The wheel is in your strength, which means that things are definitely headed in the right direction for you. There is definitely, I feel like, something fated for you to happen here. The wheel to me is all about fate. Like there's something that spirit has in mind for you, and that your future, there's something that should be in your future, a person. And I feel like they're there, and know that you're headed in the right direction. Instead of allowing yourself to be stuck, know that you're not. This is kind of like only what you're thinking. Again, with that moon energy and what in the negative, you may be seeing something and it's not the way you think it is. So open up that mind, open up, ask questions. Best way to get to the bottom of any kind of moon energy. Don't assume. Don't assume that you know. And that's the biggest thing with the moon. Because the way I explain the moon energy is you're at the office and you actually hear someone use your name and they're talking about you, whispering, whatever. And you're like, what the hell? What's this about? And sometimes we automatically put the negative in. Well, even if you put the positive, it doesn't matter. You just assume something from that conversation because you heard your name and they're not telling you. Or maybe they're even acting a little different around you. And so you're thinking, oh crap, this sucks. Well, and then come to find out they're planning a surprise party for you, or, your boss is looking at promoting you, but you're going the other direction. So you're thinking, you see something and you're going with your first, like, probably negative meaning of it, but it's not necessarily that. That's why it says, I say, find the truth. What you don't see is the Hangman. You do need to take the time to self-reflect on this situation, because whatever that Ten of Swords, no matter how long ago it was, it does affect you a lot. And the Hangman is reminding to self-reflect, because you have the Moon and the Eight of Swords. Those energies are all you thinking that something's happening or something's not happening without having true clarity on it. And the Eight of Swords can be a stuck feeling, but is it only because you're not looking for the way out? So and that's what I'm getting the feeling here. So the Hangman is saying, this self-reflection, I think you're already doing it, but you may not realize how much you're doing it and how much you need to do it. We all need to self-reflect. Take a look at what's happening around us. Take a look at how we're treating something, how we're acting, how we're reacting, What action steps are we taking? Are we really stuck, or do we just want to say we're stuck because it makes it easier? That kind of self-reflecting. The magician is what to watch for. I feel like it's watch for tricking yourself. I feel like you're almost tricking yourself here. Like you're talking yourself into something that's not real. Be careful of that. Watch for that. It's not saying anything like there's no, bad connotation here. It's just, are you almost undermining yourself? And there's a lot of things that say that here with the moon, the Eight of Swords, the Hangman, and now this and what to watch for. To me, the magician can be about, sleight of hand. So are you tricking yourself into believing something? Think about it. Not necessarily, but think about it. Unexpectedly comes in the Five of Swords. And if you can look at this card, he's climbing up that ladder trying to get to those swords. He's got the ropes holding him back. Someone is tying him back. Are you tying yourself back? Again, are you your own roadblock? And unexpectedly, I think something will happen and realize, and you'll release those ropes. And that's what's unexpected. I think you realize that you're holding yourself back, that you are doing these things that are holding you back because the wheel is in your strength. Fate is on your side. Things are moving forward, whether you want them to or not. But you keep pulling back. And I think this comes in and is like, you're going to have that moment of true, oh, I'm doing this to myself. And anytime we have fear in a relationship and in starting new relationships, or fear in anything new, we can hold ourselves back. And we can do it without even realizing we're doing it. Again, that moon is be clear, understand, ask the question, what's really happening here? If it's someone in your life that you have a relationship with, ask the question. Or if it's yourself, like, what do I really want out of this? Because maybe you're having conflicting feelings on it. Be sure to ask the question. Challenge is the Four of Pentacles. I think the challenge here is not necessarily holding on or saving. It's identifying everything that you do have and everything that you have accomplished and all the lessons that you've learned and all the self-reflection that you've done in the past and all of the things that you already know. You need to put those in place, but you're not doing that. And that Four of Pentacles is in the challenge. If it wasn't in the challenge, I would say you have that, but you have these things, but you're not looking at them. You're not taking the time to say, identify, this is everything I have, and this is everything I've done, and this is all of the things I've accomplished. This will be different because I've learned. And the world is your future influence, which is leveling up. It's you're ready to start a new you, a new perspective. To me, the world is like about graduating college. It's not an ending. It is the end of that life area, but it's about having the opportunity now to go explore the world. And I feel like this is what's going to happen. You're going to reach that moment where you go, I can do this. I can do this. And I think it's really nice. So where does that, what's the outcome is the Seven of Cups. So then you'll be thrown with all of these choices on what to do next. And that's life. Because once we've realized, some of the things that we need to do to move forward, then we have more choices than we can even maybe handle. And I think that's what the Eight of Cups, I think you walk away. It's like the Eight of Cups is almost like walking away from the choices and walking straight into kind of, I'm going to make this what I want it to be. The Temperance to me is a lot about alchemy. And it is emotion. It's adding the fire and water together to become, fire and water don't normally mix. But when we put them together and we put love with passion, what does that bring us? It brings us something that's really good. It brings us a really close relationship. Because if there's passion and then you add love to it, you're leveling up. How many people can say they have both? And hopefully a lot, but some people don't, because once they reach the love stage, the passion goes away. Maybe that's the important piece here, is that you realize that you can meld these two. Even though they supposedly don't mix, they do. And walking away from choices and walking directly into what you want and what you know and what you can have is a key here. So your advice is Page of Cups. Give love. Basically, that's what it is understand that you have love to give. And I feel like it's understand that you want to give love and that you want that, especially if you're watching this video, you want to do that, and identify that and understand that. And I think that if you work through some of these hard areas, it's really weird with the Ace of Swords there. I don't feel like it's all that hard. I think it's just recognizing that that's what needs to be done, and that maybe you're self-sabotaging. And again, we all do it. Fear. If we've been hurt in the past or had a bad situation in the past and we don't want to relive that, we tend to block it all out again so we don't do it again, instead of the next time doesn't have to be the same as the first. And then recognize that and then move forward. I really like this energy, Taurus. I think you just need to, focus on opening up, and that self-reflection will allow you to know that you may be the only one holding yourself back. And then once you realize that, then things happen, and really nice things happen. Two of Cups is a really nice energy. And especially with this deck, the water is on either side of them. And it's just a very comfortable, vulnerable, but it melds. Again, Temperance, water and fire, man. You put those two together. Serious. It's cool. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy this reading. Let me know. Give me a comment. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day.